Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for August 14th to the 20th. This is for Cancer, Sun, and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional cult across spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Cancer, I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, drinking iced teas on my sofa rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your reading. So Cancer, wow. This is a actually really big week. It is the week of the new moon in Leo. But before we even get to that, I really want to just get the sun squaring Uranus out of the way. If you saw my monthly forecast, you know I brought this up for a little bit. Okay, the sun squaring Uranus is going to happen on the 15th, so that is on Tuesday. You may be feeling it a few days before, you may be feeling it a few days after. It is not a very fun square, and it could just be a little bit challenging. Remember, Uranus is a planet of surprises, so there could be something surprising and unexpected in a way that you may feel like a little like, right? It's so just keep that in mind. And it just may be something that comes out of left field. But you know, the fact that, you know, well, the irony is that I'm actually telling you about it, so it's no longer a surprise. You may feel something happening, but just keep that in mind. There may be something, you know, and you know, I say it all the time. All Cancers are different. All of y'all have different birth charts. All of y'all are, you know, everything resonates differently. Okay, so some of y'all may feel it on a scale of 1 to 10, like a 1 or a 2. You may be like, that was it? You know, that may be your reaction. And some of y'all may feel a little bit harder, like a 6 or a 7. And you could just be like, oh, this is going to be, I'm going to, you know, I got to break out my, like, IKEA toolkit for this. Like, this is going to be, you never know. You never know. Okay. Now, here's the thing. On the 16th, the day after, the new moon is in Leo. All right. So we have this big, vibrant, fun new moon in Leo. It's really, really actually a great new moon. Now, if you know that Venus and the sun are in Leo right now, and so that is your second house, so there could be some newness when it comes to your salary. Okay, there could be something new in terms of salary, money, finances, but also self-worth, self-value. That is the second house, so keep that in mind. It may be a big thing for you. It may be actually a very big thing for you. Again, new moons bring in those new opportunities. It's a kickoff of this new cycle. And if you saw my monthly forecast, you know that I said Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter right now are so supportive. They're forming this brigade. You're Beyonce, okay? You're Beyonce. Pluto, Mars, and Jupiter are your backup singers. All right, so you're good. You have a lot of support. Now, what makes this new moon in Leo a lot more special is that Mars is going to be trining Uranus, all right? So how funny is it that the day before we have Sun squaring Uranus, but then the day after, Mars trining Uranus? So it really is such a whoa kind of week, okay? But Mars trine Uranus, chef's kiss. Love it. It's a great aspect. Trines are harmonious, very auspicious. Mars, by the way, Mars trining Uranus only happens once a year. All right. It only happens once a year. The last time it happened was February 2022. Can you believe that? Think about what happened around that time for you. The next time it's going to happen is actually January 2024. So really great aspect. Again, this is an aspect of just freedom, breaking free from any sort of restrictions that you've put on yourself, or you felt like things have been holding you back. It's really just taking those risks, being daring, just going after the things that you want, being very future forward right now for yourself. I absolutely love that. Now, one thing I am going to point out is that, remember how I said, you know that Mars is in Virgo, okay? So this Mars trines Uranus, right? So Mars is in Virgo, Mercury is in Virgo, but also starting on from Wednesday through the rest of the week until Saturday, the moon is in Virgo. So we have 3 placements in Virgo. And I rarely talk about moon cycles, but it just makes all this energy in Virgo really strong. And that is your 3rd house. So it is communication. Okay. It's learning things. Okay. It's also learning things, a little bit of education in there. It's also in terms of like growth. Okay. But also, there could be some activity with siblings, aunts, cousins, even travel related. Like it's just like you have this laser focus on this one thing, okay? But a lot of it will be communication related, all right? Building that confidence, okay? Building that confidence and communicating exactly what you need, and then again, breaking free from the things that you were just like, okay, I need to just we need to bin this, okay? We're click, drag, trash, right? So that said, Cancer, let's go ahead. Let's get started. See what's going on for you for August 14th to the 20th. Again, this is for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, if you know your birth chart. And if you, those aspects will definitely, like Cancer Risings, you will feel it a lot more. But, every Cancer will feel everything that I just said this week. And if you know your moon, your Venus, all those, other placements, you're absolutely welcome to check those out as well. But let's go ahead and get started, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you this week, August 14th to the 20th. Now, Cancer, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really brings the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Cancer, you're amazing. And have you noticed that I got a new mic? I know that a lot of y'all couldn't hear. I think that, I've been getting a lot of comments that y'all can't hear me well, but it is the fact that I do have a full-time job. So I'm on Zoom calls all day. I do your readings after my job. And so my voice is pretty much gone by this point. But I got hopefully a mic it's really big. So that's why you can see it like jutting out. There's no other way. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me a lot better now. All right. So let's get started. Okay. You want to play? We're going to play this game, Cancer. We're going to play this game. You were definitely going, all right. This is pretty cool. So let's get started. You got the 2 of Cups. Love it. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Speaking of love, that's what this card is, the 2 of Cups. I mean, this is love transcending time and space itself. This is, I always like to think about Aristotle, from, when did he say it? Was like 4th century. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. That's what this is. This is the true love card in layman's terms. This is the twin flame card, the soulmate card. But at the end of the day, it really is just that love. It's coming up in your past. So, oh gosh, yeah, I forgot that my camera's like at a different angle too now because of the microphone. So let me push these over so you can actually see them. Sorry about that, Cancer. Okay, now we got this. Now you can see why I'm just like, this is interesting. Okay. Y'all have come into new partnerships. A lot of y'all have had new partnerships, whether work or love. A lot of y'all have taken your partnerships to the next level, whether work or love again. Even platonically as well, there could have been like a moment that you've had with like a BFF, right? Like it's like, the energy is really strong with this card. It's almost like a message coming through is for some of y'all, there could have been some moments that you've had, but you've like kissed and made up. A lot of Cancers, that's going to resonate with you, but a lot of y'all, again, could have had, and when I say partnerships, yeah, work for sure. So it could be like y'all have got new jobs. maybe you got new bosses. You've got, maybe you are an entrepreneur, signed on a new client, a lot of new. But even still, this is really just that ascension when it comes to love, but with another person, okay? Another person. It can also be self-love too. A lot of Cancers, that's going to resonate as well. This self-love, this sense of just like, feeling like finally like in that confidence in who you are. I absolutely love this for you. Now, very interesting here, you also got the Two of Swords in the heart of your spread. So this is sort of like the theme of the week is the Two of Swords. What's really interesting is we're coming from the Two of Cups. Okay. And this is a Cancer card. This is actually Venus in Cancer. It's attributed to Venus in Cancer. But we're coming from the Two of Cups to the Two of Swords. Now, this card is Moon in Libra. Now, why is this such a big deal? Because it's coming after the Two of Cups. Libra is the native ruler of the 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Some of y'all may be making a decision regarding partnerships or relationships. And so kind of interesting. It's where we're coming from and the heart of your spread. Someone's knocking on my door. Hold on one second. Okay, Cancer, I am sorry about that. That was my landlord. Welcome to Brooklyn. So what I was saying is that the Two of Swords is ruled by, it's attributed to Moon in Libra, which is all about, native ruler of partnerships and relationships, okay? So it's coming after a partnership, relationship, love card. So there is some sort of decision that you may have to make, but it's, I would say that it's more like to spend time thinking about it, okay? Remember, we're in a retrograde month. All these planets are retrograde. Venus is retrograde. Venus, matters of the heart, okay? And so remember, I would spend time focusing on what is going to bring you the most pleasure. Is this going to bring you the most pleasure, or is this what you're seeking? Spend that time. Spend that time until you're ready to take off that blindfold, okay? Spend that time just really going deep and making these decisions, and it could be very emotional. I'm not going to lie. It could be a very emotional thing for you, but you're still going to have to, get into it. Now, you did get the Three of Cups, all right? You got the Three of Cups in your challenge area, though. So there is this sense of, things kind of like this week may just, again, that Sun squaring Uranus could be a thing. And I'm getting an energy of like, you may be feeling like a lot of pressure around something. You could feel as if something is not quite going the way that you had planned, or the way that you had wanted, or the way that you had expected. There's also, for some of y'all, you may feel a little bit of disconnect with your siblings, if that's that may be a thing, okay? There's something that may be happening with that, or aunts or cousins, or even your neighbors, all right? Remember I said Mars in Virgo, Mercury in Virgo, even the Moon in Virgo in your 3rd house, which does not only rule communication, but siblings, aunts, cousins, I mean, like a lot of relatives, and then also neighbors. So again, there could be a sense of something a little bit more serious that's happening that you may have to have conversations about, okay? This is it's got to be a thing. Remember, the 3rd house is communication anyway, so remember to keep those communication lines open. Now, you got the Five of Swords in your crown, so Cancer, this is saying that there's a lot going on up here. There's a sense of, again, it's almost like biggest energy I'm getting is like this week, you just may have a lot of questions. You may feel either combative or being a little bit like, maybe you may feel like people are being, a little like on you. So it really is a time to really think about, is this even worth getting a situation in? I'm going to show you something here. You see the man holding the swords. You've seen like Game of Thrones, right? You've seen like people like Jon Snow holding his sword, right? It's like that, like The Witcher, right? That's power, okay? This is not power. And so it's almost like there is a sense of someone could be like really being just not really cool this week, all right? And almost in a controlling way or mind gamesy kind of way, passive aggressive kind of way. So I want you to ask yourself, it could, let's come on. Is this something where you can just walk away from? Or is it where you can, with all this activity in your communications actor, be very communicative in a very diplomatic way? All right, we don't go who is it? Andrew Dice Clay here. All right, I don't think any of y'all are gonna get that reference. But even still, let's just there may be a lot going on up here this week. All right, so really spend that time going within, okay? Trusting your intuition. Cancer, you are one of the most intuitive signs, all right? So you know that, and you have this sliver of the moon here. Trust your intuition, all right? That's all you need to do, all right? Going within, going deep, really finding those answers within you. Now, you also got the Two of Wands in the root of your spread. It seems like there is something that you want to really achieve. You're putting a lot of thought into something, planning your move forward, okay? Planning your move forward. Again, it can have to do with work. It can have to do with career. It could just have something to do with ideas that you have, or it's really just putting plans in motion, all right? That's a big thing that's happening because it is a Two of Wands, right? It's not really yet doing it. It's just planning. Again, with all these planets retrograde, it's a really good time to plan, okay? And to reassess and to reevaluate. Not really like go, doing things without really thinking about them, okay? But also, interestingly, is that that is your third two, okay? You see, you got the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands, all right? So a lot of duality here, right? So there could be some internal, like, just again, like up here, maybe even questioning like a lot of your passions, or your relationships, or where you stand. But remember, it's all about like that confidence and breaking free from the things that will set you free. Now, you got the Queen of Wands in your future. So you're still on this golden path of, if you saw last week's reading, you have the Queen of Wands in the heart of your spread, right? Now, in your future. So it's a continuation, right, from last week's reading. And so it's still, you have all this just abundance to expect. I mean, the Queen of Wands, it's not just abundance. Remember how I said this week is all about, there's, with Mars trining Uranus and just all this new moon in Leo, it's really just this breaking free energy from any restrictions. Again, restrictions you could put upon yourself, but taking risks, being bold and daring. That's what the Queen of Wands is. She's very courageous, but she's also confident AF, okay? She's very regal. She's very charming. She's very, she's a magnet. People are attracted to her. She can get whatever she wants. She can get absolutely whatever she wants. That's the type of queen she is, okay? I always say, think of like Nicole Kidman, Rihanna, whoever, walking into a room, they can get whatever they want. Just like the Queen of Wands. You also see the sunflower in her hand. It's got the full powers of the sun. So a lot of vitality, a lot of growth, but a lot of independent energy. Even the black cat here, that's very important, right? The black cats, first of all, they're, I think these days they have that superstition about like bad luck, but this showing up in this card, it really is saying that, the Queen of Wands is in touch with her shadow self. So when I say going deep, like really being comfortable, breaking free from any fears that you may have or any low energy frequencies like anxiety or stress as well, like breaking free from all that, okay? I mean, really getting in touch. Sometimes you have to be, uncomfortable to get really comfortable, but black cats had so much power. I mean, look, you see the pyramids, right? It's back in, if you're into Egyptian mythology, the cats were worshipped. They were worshipped. This is independence here. I mean, this is really great, but also again, the power to really just attract whatever, like whatever she wants is the thing. And then you also see the two sunflowers over her shoulders. I mean, we do have all those sunflowers in the actual sun card, so it looks like you are going to get what you want. Okay, the potential is there. You just have to go really deep and really know what you want. Okay, and have that confidence. Now, Cancer, let's see what's going on in your stuff. Cancer, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I want to know what's going on with y'all. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful and I do appreciate it. Now, Cancer, you are good. You know what's really funny? What's really funny is that I was going to tell you that, well, first I was going to wait until I turned over these cards to see what was going on here. But I was this close to saying one thing that I was kind of concerned about is that you didn't get any pentacles or major arcanas in your main spread. Okay. And so I held back because I was just like, I think that they're going to appear. And so you see, you got 3 pentacles here. All right. So that's great. Okay. Because of the Venus and the Sun in Leo in your second house of money and wealth and whatnot. But I mean, still, you didn't get any major arcanas, which is almost kind of like a relief. It's for you because there is so, it's like, this is a week to just kind of like clean shop. All right. Now, you did get the 3 of Swords. All right. So the 3 of Swords, it's really, really, it's almost like this decision that you're going to have to make, or a choice that you're going to have to make, or really just kind of power up in terms of your confidence, really boost that right now. It could be really hard for you. There could be something that could be quite heartbreaking too. And it's almost like, you know it, like, you know that something is going to be really hard for you this week. And if you don't know it yet, there may be something that is going to be really heartbreaking, but it's not even in a sense where it's going to be more just because it's something that you have to think about that may be a big deal for you. And I'm going to pull clarifiers because I've been doing this in a lot of other readings because it is a new moon in Leo. So yeah, so you did get the 5 of Pentacles and then the 3 of Pentacles. That's so crazy. You have like, now you have 5 pentacles over here. That's so crazy. But so clarified, the 3 of Swords with the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So it does look like there is a sense of there could be some sort of strain on a relationship or on a partnership. Okay, you could feel that someone is holding you back, or even something is holding you back. There also could be some sort of loss, especially with the Sun squaring Uranus, that could have to do with something with a friendship. That may be a big thing. Maybe you're just not seeing eye to eye. Maybe there's just, it's the end of it. Like there was something with a friend that could be coming to an end. And if that doesn't resonate with you, it really could be a partner, whether work or career. Okay, just think of that relationship in, I'm sorry, work or in love. All right, but what it's doing is it's almost like tough love here. All right, it's almost like you have to go through this experience. Okay, because it really is going to lead you to the 3 of the Pentacles, which is all about working with others, which is all about, like, you know, 3 is all about creation. It's a birth of new things. This is a card of teamwork, making the dream work, right? So a lot of work stuff is going to resonate with y'all. Some of y'all could be losing jobs or thinking about leaving jobs because something's just not working for you the right way. It's kind of like that's what you want to do. You are definitely, this is your biggest week of polarities and just asking big questions. I'm not gonna lie, it really is. But I want you to know that if you do feel you need to reach out to people, you need to do it. Okay, with the 5 of Pentacles following the 3 of Swords, that support is there. You even see these 2 people are so focused on their plight, they can't see that they're literally outside a church, you know? This Church of Hope. In fact, look at the pentacles, all right? They're shaped as an anchor, okay? So an anchor of hope right there, all right? So don't refuse to see it, all right? Don't refuse to see that hope, all right? If you need that support is there, all right? You have the Three of Pentacles coming right after it too. But yeah, there could be a moment this week where things are just going to be like, it may be there may be a little bit of a loss of something. There, it could be a friendship. It could even be a partnership, relationship, work, or love. But you're moving forward. But this is possibly your biggest decision week, because now remember how I pointed out, you got the Two of Cups, you got the Two of Swords, you got the Two of Wands. Now you got the Two of Pentacles. You got all four twos. That's crazy. I've never had a spread where you've gotten all the twos. And that's coming into this physical. Okay, so you know what? Let me time. Anyway, okay, so Two of Pentacles. This is definitely, yeah, a lot of y'all. It's going to resonate with career and money. Okay, something that money, investments, or even deciding between jobs, or even complete career changes. For some of y'all, there could be something that has to do with that. Okay, Pentacles are also your physical reality, so if that does not resonate with you, it really could just be also something in your physical world, like a relationship, or the bigger thing at play here is that it definitely is going to be it definitely is going to be partnerships, relationships related. Looking at your entire spread here, for a lot of y'all, okay, for, again, everyone has a different chart, etc. The reason I say that is this card is ruled by Capricorn. Now, as we know, Pluto is in Capricorn right now, and that is in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Okay, Cancer. So it's a big thing. It's a big thing, especially because your Two of Swords. Remember, this is Moon in Libra. Libra, native ruler of partnerships and relationships, and you've got there's a lot of different planning. You're definitely going to be planning. This is possibly a week where you're going to have to make the biggest decision that you've ever had to make. Okay, I'm not going to lie. It is in your external factors area. You see a lot of imbalance in this card. The goal is to bring that balance. So it's with all these other twos, it feels like a big decision that you're going to have to make. Now, you did get the Six of Pentacles, which is really great. Okay, that's really at this point, that's all you want is this balance. Okay, all you want is this balance in your life. So not only did I say that this is a card of imbalance. Okay, you see one foot off the ground, the waves are even uneven, the pentacles aren't you know what I mean? But here you go. You got the scale in this hand where it's this gratitude and generosity that brings that balance, that understanding between giving and receiving. And it looks like a lot of y'all are just, that's kind of your big hope is for support. So don't shut anyone out, okay? Anyone that you need support from, get that support. It's also saying that if you're looking for money, if you do lose a job or something financially happens, it's kind of the biggest thing right now is you're looking for that, okay? And they're gonna say it right now. You got the Ten of Pentacles and your final outcome, so it's coming. You're good, okay? You're gonna have a really big week. But just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your head in the game. The Ten of Pentacles. Come on. This is, it's raining pentacles in the form of the Tree of Life. This is, we're talking money and wealth, but again, like I said, your physical reality. A lot of family energy in this card, okay? A lot of family energy in this card. There is, it even could be, there could be some sort of, if not a friend, like feeling like you have a situation with a friend and a friendship. It could be a family member as well. But even still, this is always like a really great sign, especially coming up in your final outcome. Okay, I mean, this is three, like I said, a lot of family energy. You see the three generations of family at play here, but you see all this is a card of prosperity. This is the you made it card. This is the your kingdom come. All right, this is success. This is the you're good card. But let's see what's going on. Yeah, and then you get the Nine of Pentacles, and then you got the Hierophant. So you are absolutely good in your final outcome. You just really need to go within and make that decision that you need. Remember, you have the Queen of Wands in your future. All right. So that potential to get whatever you want is there. All right. You have to really know at this point. All right. Do that deep digging. But you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. Remember, I said this is a week of all that independence and freedom, and that's what this card is, okay? That's what this card is. It's absolutely, you even see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. You did get this card in your last reading, you know that, right? So you see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. Remember, Venus is in Leo right now, all right? We have a new moon in Leo, all right? So this is a lot of, there is a sense of you breaking free from something this week. There's no doubt about it. All right. This card is a card of like independence. All right. And just feeling that freedom and, you know, not having to worry about money, not having to worry about anything. Okay. Having earned your spot here. Look at her harvest. This is absolutely amazing. Remember, the Sun and Venus in Leo is in your second house. Okay. Salary, money, wealth, but also self-value, self-worth, and then you also got the Hierophant, which is absolutely amazing. This is the Hierophant is ruled by Taurus. Taurus is in Taurus right now. I'm sorry. Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus, and that is your 11th house. And so again, a lot of like social stuff. So there is like some friend stuff that's happening here. Decisions you may have to make about friendships, but it looks like there could be a great outcome with the Hierophant in your final outcome. Okay. He is, you know, the connector between the divine and our physical world. He is, you know, full of that deep, sacred, sage wisdom. Okay. And so it seems like you will have it. I feel like once you move past this, once you make that big decision that you have to make and get the things that you want, which you will, you're going to fall into all this abundance. And then that just balances everything out. And it's almost like, again, I think I said it earlier, this like a sense of relief this week, but also release. I mean, the same thing. But yeah. I mean, you're good. A lot of spiritual activity in this card. Remember how I said that Uranus and Jupiter are in your 11th house, which is your social network, okay, your friend group, but also even social media, if that's a thing for you. But it's also groups and organizations, and there's no one like the Hierophant who's so into like groups and organizations and structure in that kind of like in that role. But you could also become the person that offers that wisdom, offers that wealth and, you know, advice, because you are so, you know, spiritually fulfilled at this point. And remember, you did get the Six of Pentacles as well, where it's like that, you know, not only receiving but also giving that wealth. And wealth comes in so many forms other than money. All right, wealth and knowledge and you, I mean, you get where I'm going with this. But Cancer, this is a big week for you. I'm not gonna lie, this is one of your biggest weeks. You're gonna have to really decide, make a decision. You're gonna have to make a really big decision this week, and there could be some sort of loss, but it's almost like everything here is saying, don't even focus on the loss, focus on what you're gonna gain. I mean, Queen of Wands in your future, and then your final outcome, the Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. I mean, yeah. What a journey. What a journey. And then the Hierophant is, you did get a major arcana, but very, again, that spiritual energy. So Cancer, thanks so much for tuning in. Oh my goodness, you worked me on this one. I'm joking. Anyway, you're fine. Just really just go within, really know what you want, okay? And then just release those things that you do not need, okay? Have that moment. Know what that is. What's going to bring you that freedom, all right? Freedom to choose the pleasure that you deserve, to have that pleasure that you deserve. All right, Cancer, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Hey, and if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. All right, bye-bye.